I'm very excited that CoinGeek will be in Zurich this year. I've actually never been to Switzerland, but I've heard it's one of the most beautiful places you can go. And obviously, there's such a history there in finance. I think the benefit of all the CoinGeek conferences being so global too is you kind of get perspective on how different parts of the world view cryptocurrency. I remember being in South Korea when we had the conference in Seoul, and just getting the local population's perspective on cryptocurrency does two things. Number one, it kind of gives you that different perspective, but then also kind of reminds you how global Bitcoin actually is to begin with. The conferences themselves are such an amazing networking event. And even if we just look at the last in-person one that we had in London, gosh, I mean, you couldn't even walk at some places. It was so packed full of people. I've met so mane people that I've made business connections with, that I've made personal connections with. I think the conferences are such an important time to come together and learn more about people. For us, obviously we just launched our initial public site not too long ago. And one of the things that's really important for us is building a database. So, we're using the properties of Bitcoin, whether it's just microtransactions themselves, to build a database by encouraging users when they sign up, just giving us information about their hometown. And we actually pay people out for that information. So we're really in that initial phase of just trying to get users to build out our database and giving them a reason to build out the database. So by sponsoring CoinGeek, hopefully we can get more people on board. I think the biggest value proposition that I found is so much of this world is so virtual, and it's so hidden behind, especially in the past, it had been hidden behind avatars and fake names and things like that. I think one of the biggest value propositions is just meeting people in person, and the number of times I've met someone in person that was like, oh, I'm this screen name online, and I'm like, oh my God, and you kind of have this weird connection off the bat, right? By and large, what these conferences do is just connect you with people that are like-minded, but then I always walk away from them having like a renewed urgency and overall just like very optimistic about Bitcoin's future, because it's very difficult to kind of get the sense of how excited everyone else is and like-minded they are until you meet them in person.